I get it. I get it. Yeah. I run New York. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I took quarter water, sold it in bottles for $2. And Coca-Cola came and bought it for billions. What the fuck? Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. I write the check before the baby comes. Who the fuck cares? I'm stanky rich. I'ma die trying to spend this shit. Southside's up in this bitch. Yeah, I smell like the boat. I used to sell dope. I did play the block. Now I play on boats in the south of France, baby. Sandro Pay, get a tan. I'm already black. Rich, I'm already that. Gangster, get a gap. Hit a head in the hat. Call that a little rap shit. Fuck the chit chat, the baker, bake the bread, a barber, I cut your head, a marksman, I spread a lead, I blood clot, chop your leg. Not fuck with the kid. I get biz with the cig, I can really live.
I just saw the hottest man I think I've ever seen in my entire life running at 7:30 p.m. on the Strand in Manhattan Beach. There's no way he wasn't famous for looking like that, so I'm going to describe him to you. TikTok, if you want to do your thing. Perfect body, tan, blue eyes, longish, not long hair. He had a mustache.
Whoa! Yeah, hey, look though, I tell her ass, I say, hey, look, young brought the Xana, got me super fried. I know us off his ass died inside a Uber ride.
I know Brookie got the wheel, I want you to drive. We gave the ops cement shoes and watched them scuba dive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to start the episode with that because I sent that to the Degen group chat yesterday and I just couldn't stop watching it. Welcome into Degen Fantasy. It is March 14th, 2025, Friday at 6:04 p.m. I'm joined by Double Down Dan. Brian is not here this week because, oddly enough, he is drafting his baseball fantasy league. And I guess he's
baseball league. It's honestly the gayest thing we've ever heard in our life. So
yeah, so I guess we're just gonna go without Brian this week as he's just absolutely getting hammered with the boys. But today we are gonna bring in a special guest, and oddly enough, he's about my height. So introducing
at 5'8", standing 5'8", out of Shelton, Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Farr.
LeBron, babe.
What up, Nick? So, guys, if you're not familiar with Nick, he is a phenomenal rapper in a town that I live in, and I went to school with him, and we grew up together. And he's been on the show a couple times early on, and you know, without having Bri this week, and he's recovering from an amazingly what are you recovering from? What injury you got?
Hernia.
He's recovering from a hernia. God. So Dan was like, you know, if he's at home just kicking it, like asking if he wants to come on the show. So finally, chat. I am not the only Giants fan in the room, so that'll be
the game, coach.
Yeah, Nick's gonna I'm gonna pry into some topics that I've had to get shit on with all off season. Shadows, La Litz, Brody, appreciate you guys showing up in the chat. But before we begin, Nick, appreciate you for coming out. I just want to recap what we did picks wise. Dan, did you hit anything from between last stream and now?
Yeah, we put up the biggest bet of the show so far. That cashed with ease. We are I am plus 200 on the week. Rocky Prop, a nice little negative 35. Bri hit his bet. He's up 100. We got to catch up with you anyway, so don't get all weird over there. You're still steadily in the fucking lead.
No, listen, I'm still hot. So, Nick, if you have not seen, I'm up like $4,000 over the past like week and a half.
Woo!
Which is nuts. And so I had a parlay from last stream. It was 35 to win 1,500. It missed by one leg, and not only one leg. It missed.
It's always one.
It's always one, but it was Tyrese Halliburton hitting an and one 3-pointer down by 3 with 2 seconds on the clock for the Pacers to beat the Bucks.
That's what you lost. That's what you lost the leg on.
Did you see that play? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know what, Nick? Don't feel too bad for him. This kid's been absolutely just shit hot fire the last fucking week and a half. He's made like $5,000, so he's fine. He needed to lose one. All right.
I need to start tailing everything he does.
Yeah, it's honestly the biggest mistake of anyone else's life not to tail this Rocky Prop over here. Yeah, we did good collectively, up about 300 on the week. I'm gonna take this one real quick because I think Lilith has a question. Dan, how do you feel about Joey Bosa? If he can stay on the field, I'm excited about it. The deal's not entirely too out of control. I feel like 12 million for a year on a prove it deal. He's probably trying to squeeze out one last decent contract. Maybe we get him juiced up to the tits on HGH or whatever the fuck we got to do, and just fucking let him spin, man. Let's see Joey Bosa of a couple years ago. I think this is a low risk move, honestly.
How much did you guys pay him? It's like 25.
It's one year, 12 mil.
1 year, 12 mil. And then the fucked up part about this is that when I saw this signing, it came across the top of my phone. I immediately thought it was Nick Bosa and called Dan and Brian on a FaceTime. And I'm like, did you see what happened? And he's like, dude, he's washed. I'm like, no, he's not washed. No, he's not. And then after 15 minutes of the phone call, Nick, he goes, yeah, dude, I'm talking about Joey Bosa, not Nick Bosa. And I was like, oh, why the fuck did I even call you?
49ers don't have much left. I think I don't I think getting rid of Nick Bosa would be the dumbest thing for them to do ever.
Yeah. Do you think McCaffrey's going to stay there the next few years?
I think we're going to be a little reset coming up here shortly, probably. Brody says, 2 Giants fans will double down in the middle. So cute. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting sandwiched again. Usually I have a cocksucking Eagles fan to my left or right, so I feel like I'll take 2 Giants fans. That's fine.
With that being on topic real quick, Nick, I have to ask you a question. So I know you said you had Saquon on your fantasy team, but as a Giants fan, first off, Saquon was my favorite player, as probably most Giants fans. Were you one of the Giants fans that like hated seeing him do well, or did it feel really good to watch him play and win a Super Bowl and get 2,000 yards? Because as much as I was shitting on Brian, like, I was happy to see Saquon happy. I don't know about you.
Oh, no, I was very happy. Like I said, he carried my fantasy team all year, so that definitely helped. But honestly, I had no beef with Saquon throughout that entire ordeal. I feel like he should have gotten paid. I was also upset, like Saquon, that he wasn't getting paid properly. We signed Darius Slayton for more money, so, whatever. And he went to a rival, rushed for 2,000 yards and won a Super Bowl, and I was happy for him. All my beef, I've been saying this for a long time, all my beef as a Giants fan, not with Saquon, not with anyone else other than Joe Shane. I want to bury Joe Shane under Giants Stadium in the marsh. Yeah.
That. Dude, because then it's the whole thing where on that documentary. By the way, as they're cutting the best quarterback in the league, and they're telling him to test the market, they document it on HBO, and they say
didn't watch. I refused to watch. I couldn't put myself through that.
I couldn't get away from the clips. So I see one of the clips, and they're talking in the boardroom, and they're like, "We don't want our $13 million quarterback handing the ball off to our $5 million back," and then they cut him halfway through the season.
Exactly. That's what makes it even worse. You don't even give him the grace of giving him a full year. You just bench him and then cut him, which is so stupid.
Ridiculous. Chat, what's worse, being a Bills fan or a Giants fan? Throw your answers in the chat.
All right, well, we got to put ourselves through this. Brian said, you guys have won a Super Bowl in the last 25 years. It's much worse being a Bills fan, okay? You guys had the privilege of having Saquon Barkley on your fucking team, all right? So go fuck yourselves, all right? How about that?
Literally the 2 bright spots of the Giants since that last Super Bowl was Odell, who might be he has some allegations, so that's great. And Saquon, who's an Eagle. So it's just everything has really unfolded well for the New York Giants.
Wait, what are Danny? What are these allegations?
Well, all I know is that he let Justin Bieber slob on the knob. So
dude, that video is insane.
That video is crazy. That video is crazy.
You've seen that video.
The allegations, I guess.
Brody, what the fuck, man? Go ahead. Sorry.
I could get my facts wrong, but I think it's one of the same girls testifying against Diddy, also named Drewski and Odell. Drewski wasn't even famous, so I think at the time. So I think Drewski's clear. Odell, you never know. So we'll see. Probably BS, but
we'll get back to
you never know.
Did you see the video of Justin Bieber and Odell at the club?
Yes.
Yeah, insane. But yeah, further past the Justin Bieber slobbing. What do we got for news, Dan? Anything break since the last stream that we had?
Yeah, the biggest news today is March 14th is Steak and Blowjob Day, and I'd like to invite everybody else to just participate and really get out there and get a steak and a blowjob today. We had a couple things going on. I know it's just I feel like NFL free agency is kind of matching NBA free agency this year. There's just a lot of shit going on. A lot of trades too. Dan, thoughts on the Bills trade with the Cowboys? I actually drove Kyer Elam to the airport to get him the fuck out of the city. So I have a good friend at work who's a Bills fan, unfortunately for him as well. But we talked about next moves the Bills should be doing, and the first one was get fucking Kyer Elam out of fucking town. So I think the Cowboys are going to get a shit pile of a player, and I'm so glad we got a couple fucking draft picks for him.
Hey, Nick, did you hear about James Cook because Saquon reset the market wanting like 25 mil or something crazy? So I think because the Bills re-signed Ray Davis, I don't think James Cook is coming back, correct, Dan? Most likely not.
I mean, like, they should keep James Cook. Honestly, he's very good. But he's been such he's been so good running the ball. He's been such like I don't want to say safety blanket, but kinda for that offense. He's done a real good job taking the eyes off of Allen. So I think they should try to keep him. I don't have any beef with Ray Davis, but I don't think Ray Davis is the same caliber running back as James Cook. So
yeah, that's a great
point. You never know.
It's a great point because then around Josh Allen is going to be nothing but no names other than Dalton Kincaid. And with that being said, if he doesn't stay in Buffalo, and like Dan, as a Bills fan, I'd like to hear your perspective on this too, real quick. Then we'll pass on. Where would you guys like to see James Cook play? Because he had 30 touchdowns last season?
No, he had 20. I'd obviously like him to stay in Buffalo. I don't think he's a bad running back at all. I think Ray Davis has got a little bit more juice probably than we think here. Watching him all last year, I like the change of pace he was. I think him and Cook are just a good two-headed monster to have. The one thing that leads me to believe that he'll be moving on, and I'll tell you where after this, but yeah, Brody, we're not giving him to the Pats. Also, Rodrigo likes Nick's mustache, so just
I don't know. I don't know who he is, but I like mustache.
Shout out to you, Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo is one of the old school fucking. He tells Rocky prop and wins a bunch of fucking money. Yeah, we're not giving him to the fucking Pats, I'll tell you that. But I'd like to see him in like a Minnesota type offense. I think him in a dome. He's kind of a shifty back. Get him behind that fucking line. I feel like he'd be a little bit of an upgrade from what they have now. So.
Yeah, because with James Cook, I mean, obviously you don't want to let a good running back go because they are at a premium. Everyone acts like where you can get running backs from everywhere, from anywhere. And I know like some of the couple good running backs in the draft. Even Nick, do you watch college football? Because I'm not huge into it, but they got me into it a little bit more.
I'm not super huge into it either. I didn't really pay attention to college football too much until playoff time. Mm-hmm. There's just so much going on in college football. It's so hard to keep track of everybody.
Even with college too, but we'll get into some March Madness.
Genty got robbed, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Okay, so he knows Ashton. Yeah. Genty, I think, is definitely like Cowboy caliber, as well as I think that dude Scottaboo.
I mean,
Charger to me.
There's so much talk about the Cowboys getting a running back, and obviously, like if you have a chance to get Genty, I think you got to take Genty. But I don't think Rico Dowdle was that bad last year. Everyone's talking about Cowboys getting a running back, but I think Rico Dowdle was a very serviceable one for them last year.
Yeah, but he came on after they kind of like let go of the Ezekiel Elliott experiment, but
that was stupid to begin with.
Yeah, at the same token, like it just you need some juice back there because the offense kind of forms into something that's very one-dimensional. And then I keep seeing today, as I was out to get food across the TV, I keep seeing that this Aaron Rodgers to Minnesota thing is like really close to being done. So, Dan, what are your initial thoughts on if this actually comes to fruition, which I'm kind of happy about, Nick? I don't know about you as a Giants fan because they were saying that he was going to come to New York again.
Oh, very happy. I'd much rather have Jameis Winston and be entertained than deal with Aaron Rodgers throwing 15 and 15 and being cranky all the time.
Is Jameis Winston available?
Probably. I think he's a free agent, but I think this is a great move for Aaron Rodgers. This is the best receiving core in the NFC, in my opinion.
Yep.
If you're trying to show that you have juice left, trying to show that you can still play quarterback, you probably want to go to where Sam Darnold looked like an actual quarterback. Sam Darnold's fucking terrible. We've been watching Sam Darnold for a long fucking time. So the fact that he came out last year and now is getting $115 million deal or whatever the fuck, just from being behind that line, I think Aaron Rodgers will be fine up there. We went over the stats. It's not like he was just incredibly terrible last year. I think he finished like top 15 of all quarterbacks anyways. So I don't think it's going to be terrible for them. And honestly, like, where else would he go? Like, you can't go to the Steelers. You can't go to the fucking, you have to go somewhere that has a decent line.
Yeah, and
But
Bry was great.
here's my question with that though, real quick. If he does go to Minnesota, where does JJ McCarthy fall in this,
I think
Because
JJ
JJ was going to start
is,
last year until he got hurt.
I think JJ McCarthy's not as good as I just don't think he's good. I think that's what's happening right now.
I'm not super huge on JJ McCarthy either, but you invest in
I
think
think
about this though, Nick. Like, if they bring in Aaron Rodgers, that's them admitting that JJ McCarthy is not good. Is that not correct? I mean,
yeah.
like, if you got the solution in house, then why the fuck you keep bringing in free agent quarterbacks that are going to start over him? Like, you don't do that if you think JJ McCarthy's fucking good. Like, you just don't.
I think maybe it's like a mentor thing, and they want to win now while he develops. But Brody asked, how much money does Kupp deserve a year? So I pulled up the wide receiver contracts that we got right now. So Jay Jettas is getting 140 million, 35 million a year, all the way down to a player like, who's better, Cooper Kupp or Michael Pittman Jr.? I'm curious.
At this point, Pittman,
probably Pittman, just because Kupp keeps getting hurt, unfortunately.
Cooper Kupp or Calvin Ridley?
Cooper Kupp.
I'd say Cooper Kupp. Dan, Cooper Kupp.
Calvin Ridley had a good year last year.
He did, but they're all good. Same age demographic. Calvin Ridley's pulling in 23 mil a year.
I don't think Cooper Kupp goes below 15 million. He says he wants 15 million. I think he can get 15 million. I think any like wide receiver needy team in the league would take him. He's not like, it's not like he's a fucking barn burner where he's gonna fucking absolutely go crazy and give you fucking 15 touchdowns in a year, but he's fucking serviceable if he could stay on the field. Like, he's a good possession wide receiver. He's still kind of shifty. He's getting old, that's for sure, but I still think he's better. He's like a mid-pack to higher mid-pack wide receiver still, I think.
Well, yeah, but at that same token, like, the jump from Allen Lazard at $11 million a year to Christian Kirk at $18 million a year is pretty
better than Christian Kirk.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think 15 to 17 mil is probably where he's gonna lay. Like, that would only make sense.
Walk into the office of Cooper Kupp and be like, y'all need a receiver? Cool. I'm gonna be at 18 million specifically because look at Christian Kirk's contract. I'm better than Christian Kirk. So
they cut him, right? The Rams released him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's just up. I think he goes to the Pats. I think Brody wants it. I think he's going to end up. I mean, the Patriots love a white wide receiver more than any team in the league. Like, they're going to get a white wide receiver when they fucking can. A lot of neo-Nazis in New England. So I fucking think that when it really comes down to it, that's the perfect wide receiver for a young quarterback, man. You saw Bryce Young and Adam Thielen. Like, Bryce Young and Adam Thielen really developed something fucking like impressive. And that's because Thielen's a fucking vet, dude. And he can get to the places where you need to get. Instant upgrade to the fucking the Pats wide receiver core too. They got Kendrick Bourne and like some other guy. I don't even know who the second wide receiver is up there. I think they could really use a fucking Cooper Kupp type of fucking wide receiver up there.
I mean,
am I crazy? This might be a biased take, but am I crazy thinking the Giants should make a push for him?
I agree.
I don't think it's crazy at all because Neighbors is a number one high-end number one wide receiver. He is everything that we thought he was going to be. He's even better than that. And to give him a Cooper Kupp that can be a vet, show him the ropes a little bit, keep his head in the fucking game when it gets a little dicey. I feel like Cooper Kupp and Neighbors would be a good one too, man. That's a really good one.
We get Neighbors and Slayton working the outside and get Wandale and Cooper Kupp
Hell yeah.
working
that's
the
fucking-
slot, and hopefully we draft a young QB. Hopefully,
If we can get
and
Tyrone Tracy back there,
All I hear is that Cleveland's taking Cam Ward, so you're fucked with him. Cleveland's gonna get him unless you guys move up to number one. You're getting fucked.
Rodrigo
yeah,
Heat said, Mustache, what do you
I don't
think
know. We'll
about
see.
D-Hop to the Ravens?
D Hop to the it's just another vet receiver to wilt away in Baltimore. It's just kind of how it goes these days. I honestly expected more of D Hop to the Chiefs. He had some moments, but I've had D Hop on my fantasy bench for most of the year, so I was keeping track of how he was doing. And D Hop on the Chiefs, I know they like always love to, rotate guys and sub guys in and out. D Hop was only working like 50% of the snaps over there. So I don't know.
Yeah. Just this past fantasy season alone, I was the king. Am I getting static on my headphones or no?
I don't hear static.
All right, cool. When I was doing fantasy this year, I was the king of dropping players a week before they either got traded or had an injury expand their role. I had D-Hop, dropped him, goes to the Chiefs. I had Tank Bigsby, fucking drop him. He starts going off. I had all these different players. I'm dropping them and they're going off. It was absolutely terrible. Isn't there like 5 other teams that are going to bid for him?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about real quick. When we're talking about Cooper Kupp, I think we named 2. Obviously, the Rams are going to be involved. Who's the other team we named? The Giants might be involved to get a Cooper Kupp. Give me another team, Rock, that you like to be trying to bid for Cooper Kupp.
I'm gonna type him in, see what comes up. But off the top of my head, with who's someone who has cap space.
Yeah.
Like,
is he not a great? I kind of want you to say the Commanders because I think he would be perfect there.
I think they would go for him if they didn't have Luke McCaffrey. If they didn't have Luke McCaffrey,
I'm sorry. What the fuck just happened? What did I just hear? What are you talking about? Because they have Luke McCaffrey.
Because Luke McCaffrey's only a year in and he showed some promise, and they have Duame Brown, whatever his name is.
No, they lost him. He's gone.
Then maybe they can bring him in. But I was saying they want to develop some players.
But they don't have anyone to develop. I think they want to fucking get a couple more veterans in there. And I think Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, and fucking Terry McLaurin, that's a pretty nasty fucking 3-headed monster right there. Mustache is his nickname, boys. That's what we're calling him. He's got the fucking stash. Let's call him by Mustache. I love it. I just want to see Lamar with an elite wide receiver at least once in his career. I don't know if any elite wide receiver wants to play in that offense. I just can't imagine that an elite wide receiver would want to play in that offense.
Honestly, talk about elite wide receivers. I want to talk about an elite running back. You know who I'd love to see in Washington? Joe Mixon. I feel like he would be a great piece in Washington.
We're talking about fucking Lamar and the Ravens right now.
Okay, we were also talking about Washington, and I can change the topic on the show or insert a fucking statement if I want to, okay?
Yeah,
all right, there's 2 Giants fans here.
Topic, completely off fucking topic. So let's talk about the fact that the Ravens, somebody wants to see Lamar with an elite wide receiver. Do you guys think that even matters? Does he fucking need an elite wide receiver?
Dude, imagine CD in Baltimore. I'm not saying that.
Sideline reporter, we got breaking news for the Bills. I already know this breaking news. It's fucking horrible. So go ahead and break it. This is not great for the Bills, but the 2 signings we just made. Yeah, go ahead. 2 signings we just made. Michael Hawk and Larry, I'm not even going to try, have been suspended 6 games for taking PEDs. So that's a good start to the brand new signings for the Bills. Glad that they're on HGH already, so it's not going to be a big deal when we juice them up when they come back. So we don't need you for the first 6. We need you for the last 6. So just get ready, get healthy, and let's get there.
Question. We talked about
hey, third co-host Brian says Denver.
Denver? What up, Bri?
Right, Denver's a good call. Denver and Cooper Kupp.
Wouldn't be bad.
Dude. Cooper Kupp belongs in Denver.
I got a question.
Yeah.
With talking about Lamar Jackson never having like a number 1 wide receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
How high of a caliber is Stephon Diggs? Because realistically, has Josh Allen ever had like a league best wide receiver? Because I think Diggs is good. I don't know if he's ever been in that top 5 echelon of wide receivers, or maybe even
I
top.
think at one point in his career, Stephon Diggs was definitely top 5 in the league.
Mhm.
Come on, Nick. Be the tiebreaker here. He was definitely top 5.
Talk about it.
End of the Vikings, he was very good, but like those first couple years on the Bills, he was really good.
Smoking shit, dude.
Was it? But was he? All right, I'm gonna try to go through it. Jamar Chase was better, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson were better.
I think for a while they were all on the same tier. That's what I think.
Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb were better than Stephon Diggs ever was.
I think you need to look up Steph Diggs' fucking
4 years ago, Diggs was upper tier because I remember like 2-3 years ago in fantasy, I drafted him first round,
and he was sick.
He was putting up those numbers.
First round though, like 4, 5, 6, 7, or like 8, 9.
He was like 8, 9, but still his first round.
We got breaking. He's got Cooper Kupp news. Give it to me. Who is it?
New York.
Shadows is undefeated, by the way. Sideline reporting is just undefeated. Damn. Did not see that coming at all.
Well, Seattle needs someone.
Yeah, but not him, bro. Take fucking someone that's unentertaining to watch because no one even sees these games.
Dude, what a terrible signing that is. What the fuck is Seattle doing?
Well, I'm glad we're talking about Seattle because I did want to mention Tyler Lockett getting released. I kind of saw that coming. He was kind of towards the end, but I honestly thought DK was requested a trade to try to get more money. I was shocked that they actually did go through with trading him.
I'm not, because I was saying all season when people were like, trade for DK Metcalf in fantasy, DK Metcalf, bet on DK Metcalf. I'm like, I don't want to bet on someone that's not playing confident football. And DK Metcalf the entire season just walked through all of his routes. Like when you're fucking 6'8", 270, just a pure muscle, and you're just lollygagging down the field, like he was playing uninspired, unhappy football, and I'm glad to see him move to another team. I'm not surprised he requested the trade. Not surprised they actually moved him because I think he was like done. And also shout out to DK Metcalf not stripping George Pickens of his number because they both wore 14.
I think we're seeing the fact that DK did not want to fucking I'm guessing the coaching situation is what the issue was. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he messed with this coach. I think this DK Pickens, if the Steelers can get a quarterback, like a competent one, that's I think a top 13 fucking wide receiver duo in the league right now. Like they're fucking that's a good wide receiver duo. If you can find a quarterback to get him the ball, they might have a little bit of juice left on that offense. They finally get rid of Najee Harris. Like I feel like the Steelers are kind of gonna take a step up. They just need a quarterback. And DK is a good move. Like if you can get him reinvigorated, and it's fucking Mike Tomlin, dude. Mike Tomlin gets fucking dudes reinvigorated. He's one of the best coaches in the league right now.
I'm glad the chat agrees. Brody says, bruh, angry face.
Yeah, it's such an anticlimactic signing.
Just yuck. It's just fucking yuck. It is gross though. It's Darnold and Cup up there now with JSN. Like, what are we doing in Seattle right now?
It's honestly, I mean, now that you bring it up, it's honestly not that terrible of a core with.
Did you watch Geno Smith run for his life last year?
No, I did. But the one thing I'm saying is, dude, like they must have paid Coop they must be offering him the bag right now. Because okay, you got JSN, you got Cooper Kupp, you got Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker and Sam Darnold. It's going to be such a weird team with so many different pieces. I guarantee the first 5 games of the year, they could definitely at least go like sub 500, like 2-3. Because that's a lot of new pieces to try to get acclimated.
I don't think Seattle. See that this is my question. You get rid of Geno, you get rid of DK, Tyler Lockett goes, right? What are you building in Seattle? And I just want to let Brody read his fucking statement out loud.
Dude, what?
And on the screen. The Pats will never be good. You know what? You don't get to be good when you win 6 fucking Super Bowls in the 2000s, okay? Eat a dick first and foremost. Second, eat another dick. You've seen enough Super Bowls for the rest of your life. I'm done with them.
That's how we
don't get to win again.
Jesus.
Travis Hunter's a Patriot. That would be the funniest thing ever. I hope to God he's a Patriot.
Honestly, Dan, just based on your animosity for Travis Hunter, I would draft him because, Nick, I want to remind you, because you weren't here for this. The beginning of the
fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude.
The beginning of the season,
Yes.
saying that Saquon Barkley is going to tear his ACL in week 1 and that he's going to have a terrible season. He said Bijan Robinson's a bust.
I did.
What's one more hot take he said? I can't remember the other ones.
I got a lot of good hot takes. Yeah.
They were terrible hot takes.
Hey, I got a couple good ones too. I got a lot of bad
why they're
ones,
hot.
but a couple good ones.
That's why they smell. Yeah, fucking.
You son of a
He's
bitch.
like, dude, the dude who's about to have the best running back season of all time is gonna be terrible.
All right, yeah, that was way off base and a horrible fucking horrible one by me. Drake May is reincarnated Tom Brady. I don't even know what to say about that. Yep, he's a Seahawk officially from Andre. Brody comes in with the Cooper or Diggs are coming to the Pats. Which one of those wide receivers makes you happier to get if you're a Pats fan?
Amari. Just because Diggs coming off that knee, I don't know. He was already kind of getting on the. He was already getting on that. I mean, Amari Cooper is also kind of getting on the old side too. But
Yeah,
like
but
I
Amari,
said,
he's big and old, so that's even more of a factor. Like when you're like slim and quick like Stephon, it's a little bit different.
I
I
honestly
did feel like Coop lost a lot of fucking speed last
He's
year.
terrible.
I was
He did
upset.
not.
I expected more of him on the Bills, to be honest.
You and me both. You and me both there. Shadows, what was the deal? You got any numbers for us? Let us know. I think that you could do worse than getting Cooper or Diggs. I'd still probably try to get Diggs. I think there's a little bit of juice left in those legs. When he was, I mean, he looked good on Houston before he got injured. I thought he looked fine. It wasn't like fucking, 5 years ago, Steph Diggs, but I thought he was pretty decent. Like he still got a little juice.
Deep down though, I feel like Diggs really wants to be the number one option, and I feel like him behind Nico and Tank before he blew his leg out. I mean, I think it's not necessarily the place he wants to be on a roster. I think if he's going to be a wide receiver, he's going to want to be the guy, and I mean, Pat's he's got that.
That's a great point, dude. Yeah, he is hella ego, and dude, Nico has been hooping. Oh my god,
He's so good.
Yeah, he's nasty. And by the way, Brody, if you need a wide receiver, I'll give you Double Down's address. You can ship him a pack of Newports, and he'll send you Keon Coleman.
Oh my God! You could ship me a half a pack of Newports, and I'd give you Keon Coleman.
Not a Keon Coleman guy.
He's fucking horrible. The kid can't separate. He's slow as fuck. He's technically a possession wide. I did the little quotes there. He's technically a possession wide receiver, and he can't catch the ball most of the time. So yeah, I'm not a fan. Brody's coming back soon. We'll see in a minute. Shadows. They agreed to $15 million a year. Cup gets $15 million a year to go to Seattle with Sam Darnold behind one of the worst O-lines in the league.
Yeah, remember when I said there was one team that I couldn't put my finger on that I wanted to see him on? I know the team. Because I'm a Giants fan, but I kind of really love Kyler Murray, and I would have loved to see him with Marvin Harrison and Kyler Murray. The Cardinals
That's not bad
every season.
That is not a bad place for him.
Would have been perfect.
Yeah, it would have been good. They need a Cooper Cup there. I see what you're saying.
Because it's that. And listen, every time I bring up Dortch, you're like, watch your mouth. But fucking, but dude, it's him, Marvin Harrison, a rookie, and Dortch and James Conner and Kyler Murray. Like they have not done enough to try to bring in a fucking free agent or just somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point though is this onus on Kyler Murray though?
I don't think it's on Kyler Murray. They haven't built around him. Like I get, okay, he was playing COD, had a couple bad seasons, but dude, he's still there. So do something.
James Conner had one of his best seasons of all time last year.
I know he did. He played great. I'm not mad at James Conner, but bring the fucking dude in a wide receiver. You bring in Marvin Harrison, who had a decent season, but dude can't break away with speed.
We all thought he was going to be the second coming of Jesus coming into the league. What are you talking about?
It was just his first year, but via the draft, like you're supposed to fucking make a good draft pick. Like go and make a move that's not right in front of you on the table with fucking Roger Goodell.
What about Stephon Diggs there?
Run it all day. That would be
that's a good spot. I think that's a good spot.
I do think Kyler needs a second receiver. You give him a second receiver, really solid guy to put in there, and you still got McBride, you still got Marv, you still got Connor. Like that's a real solid offense. It's just that not much on that defense though that I really think can give them long-term deep success.
I think Murray's gonna not be. I don't know.
I think this upcoming season for the Cardinals is probably going to go just about the same as it did last year. I don't see any improvement. I don't think it gets worse.
Because they don't improve in the offseason. Because they don't improve in the offseason at all. It's fucking annoying. And like, question, not rivals of your teams, but so there's a couple teams in the league that like I enjoy watching. What are some teams y'all hate for no reason?
Hate for no reason? I hate Jacksonville.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, okay. I got no reason to either because I fucking
you never see them. They suck.
I hate them. I just hate
them. Tennessee's useless.
Good point. Yeah, that's another good one. I hate Tennessee as well. Yeah.
Steelers are. I mean, now that they have DK and Pickens, it can improve, but the Steelers are probably the most boring team to watch in football.
I hate the Cleveland
Browns. In terms of, Najee Harris, 4-yard run.
How do you hate Cleveland?
Because they had Jameis Winston, and they're like, hey, we're going to not let him play anymore. So Jerry Jeudy can fuck the fantasy season.
Listen, I love Jameis because we were talking about fantasy. That Monday night game against the Chargers, he got Njoku 30 points. And that literally locked me into playoffs. And if I lost that game, I would have been out. But I hopped like 3 points in the standing just because of that game. So Jameis, I love you. Come to New York, entertain me.
Yeah, Jameis, I love you too. Thank you for giving Judy like 47 points when it was down by like 45.
You lived off of Judy stats for like 4 weeks in fantasy, dude.
Judy betting wise and fantasy wise, I was just cooking. I'm like, Jerry, take me to the fucking promised land.
All right, let's do this question real quick. We got shadows, true or false. Let's go left to right. Rocky Prop, give it to me first. The Panthers should be getting more attention as a legitimate threat in the NFC. True or false?
False. I do think they are going to be far better. And I do think they should be getting some more attention after Bryce's like last season, like the end of season stretch. But they got no running game, even though they have 5 million running backs rostered. They have Xavier Legette, and then they traded around Adam Thielen and fucking Deontay Johnson and all this other whack shit. They still have a long way to go. They're pretty good on the defensive side of the ball. Those games with like the Buccaneers that last season was pretty crazy to see them go head to head. So, yeah, they should get a little more recognition, but they're not a legitimate threat in the NFC. Legitimate threat means threat to steal a playoff spot.
I'm going to go false as well. I want to see Bryce Young do it for an entire season before I co-sign them. They got something building, though. You can kind of feel it bubbling a little bit. He looked like a quarterback finally at the end of last year, so I'm going to go false, but it's tentative because I hope I get to switch my mind on him halfway through the season. What do you got, Nick?
Yeah, I also say false. Like I said, or like you said, they do have a good young core brewing. They all, they had a good stretch to end the year. I could see them. I still think that division's kind of wide open in a way. I could see them maybe sneaking out a division win, maybe getting into the wild card round, but making a deep playoff run. No, not even close. Not even close. You still got you got the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, NFC's Detroit's still going to come back. Packers, I think, can still have a good run, depending. Cowboys, maybe. They're not. I don't think they're making a deep run. I think Shadow is probably more accurate than the legitimate threat.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, Kyler is so slept on. I love Kyler. I'm gonna marry that man one day. I like Kyler more than Josh Allen.
Fuck you, Lilith.
A 3-year deal for Cup to Seattle.
That's not bad. He's calling it. All right, here's another good one. Who's better, Steelers with Russell, what's his last name, Wilson, or Seahawks with Russell Wilson? Really compare rosters.
I mean, the running game Seattle has. They win that matchup. Agree?
Yeah, just based off the backup alone. Charbonnet, God, I love that fucking
Dude,
kid, man.
When K9's hurt, you start Zach Charbonnet in any way,
Auto
shape.
start.
It's a lock.
Auto start, auto parlay.
Yep.
That's just how it works.
And Ken Walker is guaranteed to miss 4 to 6 games a year.
Yeah, it's looking like about 8 or 9. It's just, I feel like
It might be.
Is his abdominal area just full of scars? Every time he's hurt, it's like abdominal injury, surgery on his abdominal.
it's always abdominal. Man, he just does too many crunches. That's really what it comes down to, man.
Yeah, relax on the crunches, bro. I'm never picking you in the fucking fantasy
So
draft.
who? I mean, is he better on the Steelers or on the Seahawks?
Who?
Russell Wilson.
No, I think the question is who's better, Steelers with Russ or the Seahawks? Like the Steelers with Russell Wilson.
I thought we were talking about Russell Wilson with the Seahawks.
No. I think he's saying like the Steelers with Russ potentially as their quarterback or the Seahawks because we don't know who's going to be the quarterback in Pittsburgh.
I'd probably say the Steelers off the top of my head there.
I'm going to say Steelers off the top of my head too, but I'm really thinking about it. The running game is better in Seattle. Sam Darnold or Russell Wilson.
Defense is way better in Pittsburgh, though.
I agree. Cooper Kupp, JSN, DK, and fucking. I love George Pickens' game. I don't think anyone can really hate on George Pickens when you see just like it's. No, you can, but I'm saying in the fashion of it's nice to see someone out there with just some dog in them. I'm so sick of fucking everyone's my friend and look at that guy I'm playing today. That's my friend.
I feel like you don't get that in the NFL that much, by the way. That's more NBA centric. The NFL guys aren't fucking like too chummy with each other. The Steelers did re-sign Mason Rudolph. I don't know if you want to fucking start Mason Rudolph, though.
No.
Yeah,
I'd
rather start Russell Wilson, I guess. Like, I feel like Rudolph just makes way too many mistakes to be considered a good quarterback.
I think Russ is gonna go back.
They gotta make a move. They have to make a fucking move, dude.
Yeah, all the quarterbacks coming off the board. Like
you can't get DK like that. You can't trade for DK. That means you're all in on this season. If you trade for DK, you're all in. You need to get a quarterback.
Hey, question: can Najee Harris retire yet?
No, but he signed somewhere else. They got rid of him.
Oh, good.
He's in Chargers. He's on the Chargers.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's gonna be terrible there.
Great place to end your career.
I just cannot wait until he.
I don't know.
I hate that guy.
I don't know why they picked him up. They still have like 4 other running backs, so I don't know what that move was for, but whatever.
Because they want to run the ball every down, including 4th down. They don't want to punt. They just want to run. That's all they want to do. They don't want Justin Herbert with one of the best arms in the league to throw the ball for some fucking reason. I don't understand it at all.
Shout out J.K. Dobbins for real though.
But they got Mike Williams back.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, how old is Mike Williams? Like 75?
It's getting up there.
Goddamn close, dude. All right, NBA picks. Rocky Prop is a good way to good place to kind of pivot. Give all these picks real quick.
All right, Nick, prepare yourself for the degeneracy of what is our weekly wager contest. So this is a contest we run if you're new here every week where the hosts compete against each other on our bets for the week to see who can make the most money. I am currently up minus $35 to this total, and then Dan's plus. I didn't update it yet. I'm up. Wait, is this the right one?
Yeah, that's the right one.
No, I thought I was up crazy style.
No, that's what you're up.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm up only 2,000. I thought I was up 4. I was up 2,000.
Oh, no. We haven't added in the other parlays yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just double checking. Yeah. So with that being said, these are the standings right now. Is this the right one?
Yeah, that's the right one for right now. Yeah.
All right. So I got picks. I know Dan has picks. And Nick can kind of just like watch for 2 seconds. We'll keep this short, and then we'll get into a couple other news articles and wrap up the stream today. Dan, what do you got today, my boy?
All right. I'm gonna go Brian's pick real quick. He's got a big monster fucking cock bet today. 220 to win 200 on Texas Tech -2. That's his only pick today. I have 3 picks today. I got Bethune-Cookman plus 3.5. That's 110 to win 100. I got Kent State -4, 110 to win 100. And I got Utah Valley -3, 110 to win 100. I got to tell you guys, it's fucking March. It's feeling good. I cannot wait for fucking March Madness. We're doing a bracket. It's fucking happening right now. I can't wait to see what Rocky finishes. I'm going to go ahead and predict he finishes last, but that's just me.
College basketball.
Rodrigo's chanting, Rocky.
Oh, Rodrigo, you're such a doll. Well, So I like those picks for double down. Can you recite those one more time, Dan? Just because I forgot this. Just to recap.
Bethune-Cookman plus 3.5. Kent State minus 4. Can you just kill that music?
Wait,
That's all I hear, dude.
oh, I can't hear the music, so I thought it was done. My bad.
It's all good. Kent State minus 4. Utah Valley minus 3.
Cool. I like those picks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been tuned in lately, let me just tilt this down a little bit. Rocky Prop has been hotter than hot, and some call me superhuman athlete. I don't know if Nick's heard that yet, but I've been referred to as superhuman athlete when I run the 40-yard dash here in May when they come up to live stream it, or when I kick my 67-yard field goals. Nick, there's a whole lot to inform you on. But I have a parlay.
So much that you don't know about Rocky Prop. There's so much.
There's a lot. And so I have a parlay that I wasn't going to give out. I threw $10 on a 21-leg parlay. That was just to fuck around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs have already hit. So it's looking pretty good. We're not going to talk about that. That was a little loud ticket.
Okay.
The parlay that I'm going to give out tonight is 35 to win 989. It is an 11-leg parlay.
Okay.
It's a fatty. And I've been smacking these. So it has a couple smaller legs on it. That's why it's a little bit bigger than my usual 8. I got Tyler Hero 15 plus points. Winnipeg Jets money line. Boston Celtics money line. Sabonis 10 plus rebounds. Jaden McDaniels PRA over. Malik Monk under PRA. Scotty Barnes 10 points. Denver Nuggets, Timberwolves, Rockets, Pacers money line. So if you can tell the entire ticket if you want, you can take a couple of those picks and build your own thing. But that is the ticket I'm putting out today. It's 35 to win 989. And yeah, can y'all cook me up a 6-leg NBA prop parlay? I'm going to give you 2 legs. I'm going to give you, let's see. Take Dylan Brooks over 19.5 PRA. And then also take Jaden McDaniels over 18.5 points and rebounds. There's 2 legs for you. You can do with the rest with that what you will. Because I'm not going to overload the slate. Oh, we have a guest on today with picks, but Texas Tech is going to smash tonight. Yeah. Oh, by the way, those picks were college basketball, though. That giant 21-leg parlay down.
College basketball picks? Where are you getting your college basketball picks from, you son of a bitch?
I took all the deepest money lines and added it to a parlay.
Jesus.
I took I took Michigan State minus 285. That hit. I took Liberty Flames. I don't know where the fuck that is. Minus 300. I took Memphis minus 450. That hit. I took Auburn minus 900. That hit. I took Tennessee minus 550. I got Akron minus 400. Norfolk State minus 750. Duke, Florida, Merrimack, South Carolina, San Diego, Alabama, Grand Canyon, UC Irvine, and then I got Pacers, Heat, Clippers, Rockets, Timberwolves, Nuggets.
Good fucking Lord, man.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
I was like, hey, I had bonus cash. I was like, it's a fan cash you can't withdraw. So I was like, fuck it.
Blue Jays in the building. Good to see you. Hey, boys, who's the guy with the duster?
Famous. I guess the mustache is just famous.
Yo, the mustache is fucking
Dude, everyone loves
today.
this. I'm telling you.
The boys like the stash, man. Good Lord. All right, we got a parlay from Shadows. I got Jalen Hood Shafino under 12.5 points. Alex Reese under 8.5 points. Jeff Dowden under 5 assists. Trey Young over 39.5 PRA.
39.5.
Craigie over 9.5 PRA.
Let me check out this Trey Young line. 39.5 is a tall line for someone that's not named Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All he does is shoot the fucking ball. Like, I mean, it's fine.
Oh, real quick. I mean, so we can break away from these picks in a second. I do want to touch on just what you guys think, like career-wise, like how you look at Steph Curry with him being he is the all-time leading three-point getter in the NBA. He just hit 4,000 three-pointers made. I think he's kind of had the record for a little bit, but 4,000 threes is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And Nick, I don't know if you watch basketball a lot, but just as someone who's been alive for this generation, and Nick, you can kind of agree with me. Have you ever lived through a generation of like superstar athletes, kind of like we are now?
I mean, yeah. We all have. I mean, Steph Curry, while he is not the greatest shooter of all time, that is Kyle Korver. And I think everyone knows that. But He is honestly, like, if we're being real, Steph Curry will go down as the greatest point guard of all time, in my opinion, over Magic. That's just my honest opinion.
I agree.
But he's a legend. He's a legend. He's still doing it.
Steph Curry is fantastic, but I think we might have to blame him for the downfall of the NBA game.
I saw a video on that today. He is the reason why, but at the same token, like, it's been such like when I brought up living through superstars, like, I think we're kind of taken for granted, at least in our age demographic. Nick, like, Dan, how long did Jordan play for? 18 seasons.
I know. I thought he got there in like 89 or something.
89 to, like, I forget what year. I didn't fucking
2003.
2003. I never saw him play basketball once, but to have LeBron still playing, to have Sidney Crosby still playing, to have, like, who is the NFL equivalent? Tom Brady was probably the last one, right?
I mean, we got Mahomes now.
Yeah, I mean Mahomes, but, like, it's just that superstar level. Hey, Brian, what's up with you, dog? You're not doing your MLB fantasy fucking shit. We replaced you already.
No, that's great. Well, we're going out for steak and blowjob day. Getting some steaks.
Is it steak and blowjob day?
Yeah.
All right,
going out with the boys to get steaks, but I don't think we're giving each other blowjobs.
They're definitely going to be giving each other blowjobs. That's for sure.
What else are you gonna do while waiting for the steak?
Yeah, exactly.
How do I fit everybody?
Why is lucky? Shadows is really. He thinks you're very lucky today. You're getting a steak and a blowjob today.
Yeah, Brian, what's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah, who's giving you the blowjob?
Double Down Dan.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a flight to catch after this, boys, so let's keep this short. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to service Bry.
Yep.
That's how it goes. So, well, hey, real quick, Bry, you saw Cooper Kupp where he signed?
I did. Seattle?
Yes, and what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's not very interesting.
Yeah, we all said the same shit.
That's what I said.
It doesn't get me hard, so I don't know. It's a weird signing, right? It's fucking weird.
It's all about how you get hard, huh? That's all you're interested in.
I mean, that's how I direct the majority of my life. 80% of my decisions come down to that one question.
Yeah, well, that's just lovely. Just having you back, just so you can, let us really know what's getting you going today on this beautiful draft day for you. Yeah, so that's kind of been all the news. I was hoping you wouldn't be driving so you can shake your hands and give me the news fucking outro, but yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to come on and talk about that Texas Tech game because it's an absolute smash tonight.
Okay, so that's how much did you put on that?
220.
I put 220 to win 200.
Okay, well, I mean,
up on Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Texas Tech is one of the best perimeter 3-point defending teams in the nation, and then you have Arizona who can't shoot threes, which is a terrible combination. So, yeah, Texas Tech I think is going to fuck Arizona up tonight.
Hey, Bri, before you go, Brody wants to know, now that there's 4 people, can we all just take a moment to appreciate Drake May? So I just want to go around in the square here and just talk about Drake May and how he's just fantastic for Brody. Go ahead, Bri. You start first.
Drake May's last name rhymes with something else that I think he is. So there you go, Brody.
I think the word you're looking for is gay.
Wow.
Your employment.
Rocky Prop, we don't talk like that anymore, okay?
Hey, he said it. It wasn't me. I just clarified.
Somebody's going to murder you behind
that
you
was
right now.
terrifying. All right, this stream's falling apart.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening, dude? Dude, there's a serial killer behind you. Just be careful.
I don't even think he knows.
No.
Oh, I saw.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking in the mirror. All right.
Hey, we got serious shit going on right now, all right? Brody's down 360 because he's listening to stupid fucking Discord people.
No, I mean, Drake May's fine. I mean, is he going to be a top 10 quarterback ever? I don't know. That's debatable, right?
I don't think he's that good.
He might sneak into the top 10 eventually.
I only like white quarterbacks with the last name Manning. I don't know about you guys. So
Arch 2026, he's coming.
Yeah, to Arch. Over 30,000 people betting on Brooks PRA.
Oh, that's not good.
Not bad.
Brody got dicked on something. He needed 20 points and got like 10. Made him lose
Hey,
everything. Brody's going through.
Brody, listen, God, I love you so much. No one pay for picks in a Discord where people give out the lowest lines, and it's $30 a week. What? Nick, people are making Discords where they don't even have to bet anymore, and you pay weekly to access them to get their picks. This one kid, my buddy Drake, he joined one of these Discords. This dude had 500 people in it, all paying $30 a week. You know how much fucking...
Is that the Drake, by the way?
Oh, it's Aubrey, yeah. No,
okay,
it's not.
Good.
Drake,
Just making sure.
Yeah,
I figured you guys would hang out knowing like what you like to do and what he likes to do. So
I see the people be doing that, and honestly, props to the people who make those Discords. They're rich. The people in the Discords are not.
Yes.
they're absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely.
This is interesting. The Buccaneers have created $19 million in cap space after restructuring offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs' contract.
So they're making a move then, huh?
They're getting Hendrickson.
That's a good move for them. They need Hendrickson.
Can I be honest about something now that we're on a sports show? I know a lot about the NFL. Other than the main, most popular defensive people, I don't know anybody on any defensive line. I don't know a lot of safeties. I know nothing about the defensive side of the ball players-wise. I know Darius Slay, I know Quinyon Mitchell, and that's about it.
You know
Cooper
Cooper
DeJean,
DeJean, right?
Cooper
Or
DeJean.
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. Great White Hope, bud. Great White Hope.
Yeah, I know Cooper DeJean. I know Chris Jones.
In 10 years, there's going to be white corners all over the NFL, and that's going to be the man we thank.
That's the same thing we said about fast wide receivers because Tyreek Hill is just populating every woman in Florida.
I'm just saying, in 18 years, we're going to have to go scout in Florida. The Bills need a couple fast wide receivers. Let's just put it that way.
They're going to drop
Back in the day in my youth when I played sports, I was a white corner. If Cooper DeJean was around, I would have been a totally different athlete. I would be rich right now.
What's it like? What's it like being a corner? Because we have never had anyone on the show that's actually played football.
It's actually kind of lit, though, that he was a white corner because I feel like white corners get pussy. True?
Hey, Nick, what was your 40 time?
Factual? Okay.
Yeah.
Nick,
My
what was
40
your
time, actually, I used to have a speed coach. I used to run consistent 4.6.
Oh, wow. So, Rocky Prop, do you think that you're faster than Nick?
I don't know, Nick. Do you think I'm faster than you?
No.
Nick, he thinks he can run a 4.40.
No. Listen, Rocky. We can run a 40, and if you want to feel better afterwards, I'll get on the ice and not get off the wall, and you can embarrass me, and it'll be even.
Fair enough, Nick. Let me tell you the lore. On the show, they refer to me as, in the chat at least, superhuman athlete Rocky Prop. It all started one
Did
day.
you hit a parlay, you son of a bitch?
Dan, this is adults talking. Okay.
Sorry.
So we were talking shit, and I told them that I hit 7 67-yard field goals in a row. And then they said that's cap. And then it kind of spiraled into what would my 40 be? They said that I can't throw a 40-yard ball. I can't throw a football 40 yards. So now they're coming up here. You're getting on planes in May, and they're coming to live stream me, run a 40, kick field goals, and do all this extra fucking shit. And yeah, I'm gonna say
yeah,
here.
but you get money if you do them. If you kick,
I better be there when this goes down.
If you were, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come. Honestly, Nick. Listen. I said 4.4. I know for a fact I'm running sub 5.
Listen,
But
you
I'm
didn't say that though.
I
didn't say that.
I understand, but I will be happy if I run sub 5. But I'm going for 4.4.
Right. It's weird how it changes all of a sudden when Nick comes on. Weird how it gets a little dicey, huh?
Yeah. Well, he has an actual athlete in front of him, and
hey, I'm still an athlete. Okay, super.
You playing beer league hockey. Calm down.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Somebody died in the middle of a game last week. All right, you're not playing top of the line athletes.
Hey, who died in the middle of a game? What?
Yeah, some dude in the Connecticut league, just like he was in a different tier, just was playing, and had like a stroke or some shit.
He was in the tier higher than the one Rocky played.
No, he was not. He was not. No, he was not. But hey, Nick, in high school, what do you think my 40-yard dash would have been?
5'2".
I was like 4'11", like 210 in high school, by the way. So you let that be your thoughts.
6'5". 6.5.
It would have been like a 7. It would have been like
I feel like I'll be nice. I'll give you a 6.
Oh, how kind. So listen, if he's giving me a 6'10", I'm running a 4'4" now. All right, I don't give a fuck who's here. Listen,
Hey,
4'4", 40-yard dash.
Shadow sideline reporter goes, Rodgers currently at Vikings headquarters. It's a fucking lie.
It's just
now,
so
hey,
funny. He's following the same career path as Brett Favre. It's hysterical.
So fucked up, right? So fucked up that he's doing the same fucking thing. Bri, you weren't on. We didn't get your opinion on this. But we did talk about Rodgers to the Vikings, and that would probably be the best fit for him. What do you think about this?
I mean, it's better than him going to the Giants.
Yeah,
he has more playmakers in Minnesota than he will in New York. So it makes sense if he wants to put up numbers.
Who the fuck is Nick Richards?
I don't know.
Jamaican basketball player for the Suns. You have him for over 18.5 rebounds?
Points and rebounds.
Points and rebounds.
Oh, Jesus. I was about to say, bro, what are we doing? Okay, yeah, I like it. That's a good looking lie.
Yeah, I'm going to take that, Lilith. Let's win. I'm into it.
I still think Rodgers goes to the Giants. I'm praying to every god I know. Zeus, Allah, that he does not come.
Zeus and Allah? Jesus.
Allah and Jesus. You said the last one for me, that he does not come to the Giants, because I will not be turning on my television from fucking October 1st till about this time next year, if that's the case.
Hey, Antonio, good to see you back. I hate to tell you, it does not look like J.J. McCarthy starting this year, buddy. Does not look good for him.
Now, J.J. McCarthy, like, starting him at quarterback looks like if you started Frankie Muniz when he was on Malcolm quarterback, dude. Scrawniest, smallest white quarterback I've ever seen.
Frankie Muniz. What a fucking blast from the past.
That's literally what it looks like, and he's also blonde. What are we doing? Nick, am I an asshole, or is this...
He's also blonde.
It is going to be real awkward, though, for the Vikings taking J.J. McCarthy first round, and then he doesn't start over 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Tough. The optics are not good.
I just think this means that JJ is a bust. Bri, is JJ a bust?
What was?
I mean, we didn't like him in college when he was playing for Michigan. So, no.
What was his draft year? Was this 2023?
It was last year.
2 years ago.
That's what I thought 2 years ago. So it's 2023, right?
Yeah, when they beat Washington in the national championship.
Okay, 2023 draft. Okay, because I want to see who they drafted who they drafted JJ McCarthy. Obviously, who could they have drafted instead of JJ McCarthy? Because it was Bryce Young. Hold on, is that the same draft?
I think everyone like Bo Nix, Drake, like all those guys went before him. I'm pretty sure.
No, they did. He went late.
McCarthy went like 9th or something like that.
I thought he was like 15th, was he not?
I thought he was like 20th.
No, it was 20.
Maybe. Hold on, I'll look it up. We're just wildly speculating.
We're like, didn't he work it in and out? Like, what's going on here?
He definitely worked it in and out. I can confirm that.
Yeah, he definitely shops at like fucking Sephora.
Yeah, Bri was right. 10. He was selected 10th.
Yeah.
Okay. Who went after him? Okay, so after JJ McCarthy at 10, Bo Nix at 12. Great pick, Minnesota. Love it for you. Brock Bowers. Latu. Anybody else worth naming? Quinyon Mitchell, Brian Thomas Jr. Shout out BTJ, Xavier Worthy,
Quinyon and
Ricky Pearsall, Xavier Legette.
Yeah, nobody's worried about missing on Xavier Legette, buddy.
But Bo Nix with JJ.
We haven't seen JJ play.
No, I'm talking about Justin Jefferson. Don't ever that's his first name is JJ, actually. I was going to say, don't ever take JJ away from Justin Jefferson and give it to McCarthy, but his first name literally is JJ.
His actual name, all right?
That's because he was stiff. They couldn't even put a fucking word for his first name.
Lilith, I'm going to take the parlay. We're going to ride it together. Antonio says if he didn't get hurt, he would have this season. I don't think he would have, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, but that's the difference. Like, he played well in a preseason game. It's different when you're playing in the preseason. obviously. I just don't think
It was
he's
also
the guy.
It was also only one preseason game.
Good point. It
Out of
wasn't
the
like
3.
the whole preseason, right? Like he wasn't just throwing the whole preseason. Did I just hear Drake May? Shut up, Brody. I hate you
So-
and Drake May right now.
So if Aaron
What
Rodgers,
if- Go ahead.
if Aaron Rodgers goes to Minnesota, who's left for the Giants in Pittsburgh?
I heard that the Giants are talking to Joe Flacco.
Russell
Maybe
Wilson.
Anthony Richardson, because it looks like Daniel Jones is going to take his job. So
Do you hate Daniel Jones as much as I do, Nick?
Yeah. The unfortunate thing about AR is he's got such good intangibles. He just stinks.
It's
and
almost like
doesn't work hard apparently.
yeah, and God.
All
I
right,
don't know.
Shadow asks, what if Cam Newton came back to the NFL full time and got Bryce Young? I don't think that's probably the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, that's how you.
Go.
I was about to say. Sorry, I interrupted. That's how you kill Bryce Young's career.
Yeah, dude. Cam Newton was not well liked here at all. Like, just in the locker room in general was a pariah when he was here. So I don't know if that would be great. Oh, I mean, he's probably gonna be wearing a lot of funny ass hats though. So
It says if it hits, I won't make fun of your team, Dan, which I will be sad about. And then Antonio Peronello says it was only one game because he got hurt. Damn,
So Antonio is a Vikings fan? Is that what I'm hearing? I didn't think he was a Vikings fan for some reason.
Yeah, shout out fucking someone we didn't touch on a lot is Aaron Jones. I think he had a great season. I'm very happy for him. Cam Newton has mashed potatoes for a throwing shoulder. Yeah, his shoulder is gone, and
Yeah,
he
that's so
compensated
good.
for that by cutting holes in his cowboy hats and pulling his dreads through.
Okay, here's what I got for you. The Giants tomorrow come out with a press release. Hey, we got big news. Coach comes up to the fucking the press conference and he's like, "The Giants today have signed Colin Kaepernick." How do you guys feel about that?
Run it. I'm better than Aaron Rodgers.
What? He hasn't played like 10 years.
don't
He's
care.
better than 10. What are you talking about?
I don't care.
The Giants have to make a move. Brian, who are the Steelers going to get? That's the real question here.
Well, they
You're
got
right,
Mason
they're fucked.
Rudolph, right?
Yeah, but that's like having Rocky Prop.
That's a great draft pick right there. After I run my 40-yard dash and I run 4.4, like there's gonna be a lot of teams calling.
I feel like Russ goes back.
He
Right?
might as well.
Russ and DK again.
Dude, Justin Fields to the Jets is so dope.
I can't wait until he's just running for his life the entire season.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Who's better, Caleb Williams or Justin Fields?
What? That's not even a
Caleb Williams.
question. Caleb Williams.
Awesome.
Vastly better.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Sideline Reporter's got one more rumor for us. Give it to us, Shadows. I like how he tips it, by the way. He tips it and doesn't reveal it until we pop it up. I like that. Good shit.
Yeah, dude, this has been like 3 weeks of him coming in here and like just being on his shit.
Dude,
Like,
he told us that.
Brown superstar Myles Garrett, who Cleveland just made the highest paid non-QB in history, has been known for frequently showing up late and skipping mandatory team events.
He's super busy doing all of his paleontology. That's what it is. He's dusting off bones and things.
He's
Does he
dusting
actually
off
do
some
that?
ass in Cleveland
Yeah.
is what he's doing.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
he went to college for paleontology, I believe. He
Really?
loves dinosaurs.
Oh, well, I like Myles Garrett a little bit more now. That's some rumor news, I guess, that he just can't show up on time. But you're also Myles Garrett, and you're paying me that much money. I'm not gonna, I don't give a fuck what time you want me to be here. Other than that, though, Brian, are you getting pulled over, dog?
No, there's like a fire truck driving by. I pulled into a parking lot.
Honestly, I kind of wish you got pulled over. I would have been like, hey, ask the cop what he thinks about Justin Fields to the Jets.
I mean, I would ask. I'm gonna be spending a lot of money tonight, so I'm nervous.
Bry's in a parking lot to acquire some drugs, I'm assuming. That's what's going on there, Bry.
So apparently this place that we went or we're going to last week, the vice president was there and Secret Service was on the roof. So
Sick.
yeah, I kind of wish I was there when he was there. It would have been crazy.
So So who goes first in an MLB fantasy draft? Is it like Shohei?
So we do an auction draft. So there's not really like you bring up players and then everyone bids on them. And so you have a salary cap, and then you could technically get like the 5 best players in the league if you pay for them, but the rest of your team's gonna be shitty.
Yeah, real quick. Just because it's now I'm not outnumbered by Dan and Brian, and I have someone else here. Nick, what do you think of auction drafts for fantasy? And then we're gonna start to wrap up the show here. Do you think I hate them?
I've never done one. I don't ever want to do one. It gets way too. It's too much math. It's too much thinking for me.
Yeah.
It's too much strategy. Usually when I play 2K and I do Madden and I do rebuilds, I turn salary cap off. All that stuff is annoying.
It's annoying as fuck. And then on top of it, Nick, so we're doing a D-Gen league next season, and Dan wants to do a no bench league, which means if you have someone with a bye week, you have to drop them to fill in the roster spot.
Or just take the fucking 0 on the guy.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fuck with that.
Really?
I kind of fuck with that.
Fuck you, Rocky Prop.
It's chaotic. It's chaotic. Yeah. I like it. I like chaos.
It's already a shit show anyway. Fantasy's fucking the stupidest fucking thing we all do. It just is. It's fantastic, but it's stupid as fuck.
I've been so I did like a couple of these on like Yahoo for like fun last season, and I just want to get like 4 friends or 6 friends and just do a massive fantasy league where it's like every guy starts 3 QBs, like 6 receivers, 3 tight ends, 4 running backs. So like the final score every week is like a 2,000 to 1,500 or some shit.
Yeah, Nick, by the way, every fantasy season, we're always just sending each other pictures of our teams from our different leagues. We need to be in a league together. So if you have a league going on,
just tell him to get in the D-Gen league. What the fuck? We'll use him in the D-Gen league.
Nick to the D-Gen league, and Nick can invite me to the leagues.
Yeah, Nick, you think it's an interesting concept, the fucking no bench thing? Come play with us, because it'll be all of our first times doing it.
I think that would be fun as fuck. And then every week, the waiver wire is going to be nutty.
That's what I'm saying. So like 1 week, somebody could drop like Derrick Henry or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then you could pick them up. I just feel like it'll be crazy.
It's gonna be lit because it's gonna be all of us and all the viewers that are always in the chat.
It's not even. It's not even like the bye weeks too. If someone gets dinged up for 1 week, then what do you do?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
all
like,
right, take us out with the news, Shadows. What do you got for us?
Oh.
Brian, what the fuck? What the fuck are you
has
doing?
lost his motor.
What am I doing?
Yeah,
I don't know. Your car sounds like a fuselage.
My car sounds like what?
A fuselage, like a plane. Here's the free agent Seattle has signed this offseason. Imagine having the first pick on the waiver wire and seeing Quan get dropped.
Oh, what a fucking dream that would be. Saquon.
Until his bye week's in 2 weeks, and then
I'm holding him. I'm
holding him. Dude, let me get
I would too.
Henry, Saquon, JD, and Jamar, and I'm cooking. All right, so this is the Seattle signings this offseason, which is, as a Giants fan, this hurts my soul and heart. Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp, DeMarcus Lawrence, Marquise Valdez-Scantling, one of the best names in the NFL, and Josh Jones. They're cooking.
So uninteresting. So uninteresting.
The strategy for the drop league or no bench league is to stack all your bye weeks and just punt the 1 week.
All right, Brian, let's not give up the fucking strategy right away, you son of a bitch.
Is
Jesus
it
Christ,
not?
man.
So you basically run a blank roster for 1 week, and whoever you're playing,
Nah, but dude,
gets
championship
an automatic win.
Fucking shit show.
Dude, this is gonna be chaos. Like, honestly, it's gonna be just horrific. You're gonna have such a great and horrible time at the same time.
Dude, you know what it's gonna? You know how when you watch football, when you have a fantasy team, and you're like, "Oh, I have to check out this game." I'm gonna have to watch every fucking game because
you're not.
have a new roster. Yeah, I will.
It's fucking football, anyways. You're watching every game, anyways. It's not like you're doing anything else on Sunday.
Literally every Sunday during fantasy football season is me with my phone open with Red Zone on, usually doing something and looking over every 30 seconds to see if any of my players got 0.2 points more.
Facts.
Antonio says Seahawks 6-11 season incoming. Shadow says nah, it'll be 3-14. If they don't do something other than get Josh Jones for that offensive line, we are going to see Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again. That's exactly what we're going to see. Dude, he cannot handle pressure. We saw it in the playoffs. Saw it in the fucking the last game of the season with the Lions. This Seahawks team was horrific last year. Blocking, just in general, I think they gave up a ton of fucking sacks last year. I don't like it, man. I don't like it for Sammy.
Real quick, because I'm keeping Antonio's post up, because Antonio, we have been saving everyone's hot takes for the season. So your hot take has been added to the slate. Before we wrap up stream, I think that's what we're going to do to end it. Nick, I'm going to pop up some of our viewers' hot takes so far. And you're going to tell me if you think they're a W or an L. These are the ones we've collected throughout the past week and a half or so. We're going to keep getting more. First one on the slate is Sea-Dog saying, calling it now. Well, this is already done. Myles Garrett will be an Eagle. So that one
Get fucked,
well.
Eagles.
That L.
Harry Roseman masterclass.
Shadow says, mark my words as a Chiefs fan, the Chiefs will not make it to the Super Bowl next season. Nick, W or L?
W.
Okay.
It would be nice to see the Bengals, the Bills, the Ravens finally get into a Super Bowl, because I think those three teams earn it. You know,
Reek going to the Ravens, and Lamar establishes himself as a top 3 quarterback, winning 4 Super Bowls.
This is a wild one.
L. This is a Madden level reach.
Well, it also says Raiders making the playoffs next year. Mark my words.
That's W.
Who did they get at quarter? Oh, they got Bridgewater. L.
I agree. I think it's going to be an L. Antonio says Garrett will be a commander,
As in Garrett Wilson?
as in Myles Garrett. So that's an L.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's an L.
No.
Rocky will establish himself as a superhuman athlete.
That's
during
a big fat
our
L.
live stream of me running the 40 and kicking the field goals, throwing the footballs. That is a W, Nick. I'll answer that for you.
He said L. He said L.
Degen Fantasy said Bill's going to lose
You
playoffs
son of a
again
bitch.
this year. I wonder who must have sent that comment from
Wow.
Who must have
Sounds
got
like a
hacked.
dick.
Hey, Nick, W or L on that one?
Honestly, I honestly think it might be an L. I'll be real.
All right.
I think that could be a 50-50.
Well, this parlay missed. I'm calling it by next day. I'll see news about Rodgers and the Giants. That parlay is
Thankfully,
missed.
an L.
And then from today, I think calling it Panthers get 7 wins next season. W or L?
W. I think they get anywhere between 7 and 9.
And there you have it from Mustache himself, Nick Fine.
The stash. The stash.
We're going to try to get Nick on more because we love having him on, and he also thinks very similar to us. Real quick, Nick, I don't know if you want to plug any of your music or anything or any of your socials. If you would like to, you can do that now. If not, you can pass.
Yeah, all my socials at Feinsteinberg. My artist name is Nick Fine, Nick space Fine. My YouTube is A Fine Production. I don't think it says it on screen, but yeah. That's it.
Cool. And then other than that, I think I hear the reverb from Brian's mic. So, hey, Brian, we've loved having you on the show. You have a great night.
I will. I'm probably gonna buy like a $200 bottle of wine.
Nice.
So
Take a
Draft
shot
Aaron
for me,
Judge.
Bri. Take a shot.
I'm not doing it. Well, shots will happen after dinner, I'm sure.
All right, good man. Take one for me.
Yeah,
Lilith says
sounds
you're
good,
looking
boys.
fresh, by the way.
Yeah.
Be well.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
Yep.
All right. And then other than that, it is Double Down Dan. We are always live on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. It is your boy Rocky Prop. Actually, I almost forgot. It's your boy
Superhuman athlete, Rocky Prop. And
yeah, that's been the show. I appreciate Nick coming on. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch you guys on what's today? Friday? On Sunday. Peace.
Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me.
Before I came up in the game, these hoes didn't show no love. They see me in the club and used to treat me like a scrub. They wouldn't holler cause my dollars wasn't swollen up. I bet they changed their mind when them 84s come rolling up. They see that I'm a star, now they wanna sit in my car. Now they wanna call my G's, smoke my weed and sip my bar. Now they used to love to diss me, now they rush to hug and kiss me now.